I had a really hard workout today, and I am tired in the best way. Like, I'm tired inside my skin. I used every muscle I could think of. That is my favorite kind of tired. In fact, after my marriage collapsed, I launched into physical training for a couple of reasons. First of all, first and foremost, revenge body, of course. You want to look good. You want to, now fortunately, my ex and I didn't live in the same town at that point. So it's not like I was going to run into him. But just, looking good for yourself, because that's going to help to get appreciation from the outside, will help your insides start to heal. Obviously, endorphins, we all know the power and positive results of using your body to make your mind feel better. And in fact, even though I started my Mako from the outside in from complete points of vanity, what I found was I can't go without it because it helps me regulate my mood. Without it, then I lose it a little bit. So, and that's no good. It's no good for anybody. The third thing is, this is the body of truth. The reason I launched this channel is because I truly believe that we need to take the deep lessons that we are learning about ourselves as we start on this process of self-discovery, and we need to bring them through our physical bodies. In fact, that's my description of this channel, is that I want to talk about the techniques that we use to anchor these things in our bodies. Welcome to Body of Truth. I am Rebecca Windsor. So the reason I started this channel was for exactly the reasons that I just spoke about before. I had suppressed my inner voice and intuition for years. And then my marriage blew apart, and I had been married for 25 years, and it's pretty much all I knew as an adult life was being half of a partner, a wife, and a mother. My son was grown, and I needed to rebuild my life from the bottom up. And I knew I needed to make some fundamental changes. And to make these changes last, what I discovered was by really existing in my body and bringing my changes up and through my physical body, I was able to make them last and stick. So just like when you do a physical repetition, you practice free throws as a basketball player again and again and again, and you get the motion so automatic that you become so proficient that then you can start to actually make it your own, make it art, whatever your medium is. So I am a huge proponent of this. I truly feel that when we are living in our bodies, we can enact great change in our lives. We are not completely dependent on willpower. And so, again, what I try to do here is talk about a little bit of my experiences, the techniques that I use, and I urge you to possibly try them yourself, or at least start a self-inquiry, or maybe start to lean in and listen to your own intuition a little bit. So I had a crazy ass workout today, and I love being that kind of tired. It's such a clean tired. It's not a tired of fatigue. It's a tired of actual physical exhaustion. And I will admit that early on, after my divorce, when I was in crisis, I definitely abused exercise. I would work out to be so tired that I couldn't mentally break down, or I couldn't cry myself to sleep, or all those things that come up for us. And it was amazing. So not only did I get to kind of know and push my limits, I was not a childhood athlete ever. We did things with our bodies. I played outside all the time, but I just didn't grow up in a family of athletes. We were musicians, so I didn't get that automatically play soccer, then automatically you play basketball. I just didn't have that exposure. So I was very late in life to learning. I always was a dancer, but I was very late in life to learning to enjoy, to really push the limits and the boundaries of my body, to learn to enjoy my strength, to learn to really enjoy building endurance, like hurt so good kind of thing. So I want to talk to you today about, what living in your body looks like and what being separated from your body can look and feel like. So I'm going to start with the negative hand. So when you are separated from your body, when you are not living in your body, very often that comes, you feel very disconnected. You feel extremely like you're watching things from a distance. You don't feel present even when you really want to be. You find it very hard to concentrate, and you feel just distracted and usually exhausted all the time because you're not physically existing in your body. Your body becomes the shell that you're dragging around. The other way is when you are perfectly inhabiting your body. When you get a trigger or a trauma, you can feel it manifest. And if you pay attention enough, you can actually feel where it manifests for you, where in your body it collects, where you feel it start to like, throb and pound. And when you can feel that energy is when you can start to manipulate it. So you notice it, then you work to identify it. Then you like extract the feelings from the facts, which is a technique that I use all the time. And then you can make a decision about how to move forward, where even if a couple of seconds ago you were in trigger, now you're back, you have a moment of calm, a moment of a little bit of detachment. So you're not acting out of just like rage, sad, mad. You're not being too impulsive, right? So again, I think that something that is incredibly, and I want to hear from you, whether you feel or not, that you truly inhabit your body. And what does that feel like to you? And have you ever noticed where you're not really in there? And what does that feel like to you? That's not a bad prompt for a little piece of journal writing. Just to get the idea, of immediacy of feeling in your body. You go to a concert and you feel like your heart pump or you're dancing. Like that's so where you connect all the way through all of your systems. Or when you feel just completely out of body, you feel detached, you feel numb, you just might feel like not at home, or you feel like your skin crawl, you feel incredibly uncomfortable. It just nothing feels organic. Everything feels really artificial. Those are all good signs that you are not kind of grounded and centered in your physical body. So a couple of techniques to ground yourself in your body. Obviously, one is use your body. Walk, hike, go to the gym, take a class, like do yoga. Deep or so all of those things are, raise your heart rate slightly. It doesn't need to be dramatic, but raise your heart rate, get your blood flowing through your body so you can feel a little bit more present. Second is breathing. Whether or not you want to be like a tantric yogi master, breathing is incredibly important. And so a breathing that I'm just going to very quickly cover is box breathing. And basically it's kind of a 4 count that you go up one side of the box, across, down, and back across, making a square. So all that it means is that you, at a very slow count of 4, you breathe in for 4, you hold for 4, you breathe out for 4, and you hold out for 4. Now, and then you do the pattern again. I will tell you that holding your breath out feels very uncomfortable. And the more you can start to get used to that, the more your breath capacity will really grow and take off. And the third thing, one that I do all the time, I mentioned the other day, is I really feel that dancing. So the combination of moving your body in a rhythmic way, and we're all emotionally attached to music, no matter what kind of music it is. Maybe it's a song from your childhood that you love. Maybe it's just like your jam, like whatever your favorite song is. I think that if you can move your body, even just in your bedroom, it's totally fine, to music in a rhythmic way, whatever rhythm is to you. You do not have to be any sort of suave dancer to enjoy. When I see someone genuinely enjoying themselves on the dance floor, no matter the quality of dancing, I get so much joy from that. Watching someone be in their body and not care if they look ridiculous. Like that is like so genuinely joyful to me. So I offer you those 3 things, and I really hope that you try at least one of those 3 today. Today. Do it today. And I hope that you found this valuable. I will always come back to suggesting that any kind of inquiry that you want to make is always going to start with your open heart your desire to know, and your connection with your body. They are all essential. Everything else is a technique that you can learn. And that's how real changes will occur in your life. And I promise you, that's how you will overcome obstacles and blocks, because of your fearless inquiry in with those three pieces intact. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, please subscribe. Share it with someone that you think might benefit. Make sure that you click the link below and sign up so that you get all of the notifications of all the exciting things that are coming up on Body of Truth. And I upload every day, and I will see you tomorrow.